You are listening to Christian Audio's production of A Trip Around the Sun, Turning Your Everyday Life into the Adventure of a Lifetime by Mark Batterson and Richard Foth with Susanna Foth Ottman. This book is read by Mark Batterson and Richard Foth. This audio recording was produced in 2015 by Christian Audio, which owns the copyright. No portion of this recording may be reproduced for any reason without prior written consent from Christian Audio. This edition, issued by contractual arrangement with Baker Publishing House, originally published in English as A Trip Around the Sun, Turning Your Everyday Life into the Adventure of a Lifetime. Copyright 2015 by Mark Batterson and Richard Foth. All rights reserved. Please visit christianaudio.com, facebook.com/Christian Audio, or twitter.com/Christian Audio to offer your impressions of this work and to explore additional titles.
To the ancestors who came before us, we're grateful. To the generations who come after us, we're hopeful. And to our wives, Ruth and Laura, it wouldn't be half the adventure without you. Introduction. Choose Adventure, Dick's story. Walking down the west steps of the Capitol, I hunched my shoulders against the cold. The conversation I'd had with an old friend proved to be life-changing. As I looked down the National Mall toward the Lincoln Memorial, the scene took my breath away. Golden rays of late afternoon sunlight softened the edges of the granite monuments and Smithsonian Museum buildings, which frame the unique expanse that tells our nation's story. It made the line in America the Beautiful come alive, thine alabaster cities gleam. I still couldn't believe we were here. It was November 1994. After 14 years as president of a small private college in the Santa Cruz Mountains of California, I had come east with my wife Ruth. We joined a cadre of friends working behind the scenes in Washington to be encouragers. The Capitol can be lonely for folks in power. Most people who want to be close to them want something in return. Inspired by others before us, we hope to offer friendship with no strings attached and connect those who responded with each other in small clusters. In public life, small groups can be safer places. There, individuals often blossom from the hope and support offered in the Spirit of Jesus. We were making friends, putting down roots during these cool autumn days. Thanksgiving was just around the corner. Having left our own grown children and extended family in California the year before to move to Washington, D.C., we wanted and needed a, quote, family fix, end quote. It also found us continuing the tradition we started with our family years before. Anyone without a place to go for the holidays was welcome at our table. Made for good conversations and better desserts. This year, we included Mark and Laura Batterson, a young couple who had moved from Chicago to Washington to work in the inner city. Though we were old enough to be their parents, we had one thing in common: transition. All of us were following a new dream. Ruth and I had known Laura since she was a baby. Her father and mother, Bob and Karen Schmidgall, were gathering a congregation in Naperville, Illinois, around the time that Ruth and I were doing the same near the University of Illinois in Urbana. We connected with them immediately. Our friendship remained strong even after we left Illinois for California almost 12 years later. With that good history, looking out for their kids in Washington, D.C. was a given. It was a natural. To see Mark and Laura dreaming their own dream brought a 30-year-long friendship full circle. We shared turkey and cobbler and laughter. We told stories and jokes and ate more cobbler. My friendship with Mark grew easily. When he and Laura felt called to form a congregation with what turned out to be 19 people in an old school building in Southeast D.C., we chose to be 2 of the 19. It's great fun and a great pain to start something from scratch. Besides, when you're young and dreaming the dream, you need 1 or 2 graybeards around, if only for the money. When I was a 24-year-old Greenhorn pastor in 1966, some people with a bunch of years on me changed my world. Paul and Eileen McGarvey were 2 of them. Paul was a football coach.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?